Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Timesport On The Beat. I'm your host Faizal Salim and today we will be talking about obstacle running. And joining me today is Spartan Race Ambassador Jayden Tian. Welcome and thank you for joining me, Jayden.
Thank you for inviting me as well.
Yeah. So let's just jump straight to it. Can you share about how you first got into obstacle running?
Okay, how I got into obstacle race. Actually, I started my running journey around 2013, 2014. So that time I was just someone yang biasa kan. So I just joined running and then after that, got one time just my friend just tell me, hey, why not we just join something when you run, you need to do workout, exercise like monkey bar, crawling, this, that. So that's where I started explore into Spartan Race, which is, I remember my first Spartan Race is actually at Setiap Alam. Yeah, and then it really gave me a very bad experience. Sebab I really don't expect the outcome, which is your whole body is muddy and then I have to throw away all my shoes, my pants, my shirt, everything. Yeah.
So maybe for those who are not familiar with what the Spartan Race and obstacle running is, maybe you can give a little bit of description of what it is like.
So actually, Spartan Race is an obstacle run, which means you have to run like a distance. Example, in Spartan Race, we have 3 different series. We have Sprint, which is 5 km, and then we have Super, about 10 km, and we have Beast, which is about 21 km. So each of the race, you have like a certain amount of obstacle that you need to pass by. So for Sprint, there's a total of about 20 obstacles. And then for Super, there will be about 25 and Beast is 30. So the obstacle is like, sometimes you need to crawl a wall, you need to do monkey bar or bucket carry, which is carry a bucket and walk through a terrain or something. Or maybe you just need to do like a lot of like upper body strength, whatever. So this is what you're going to expect. Then sometimes before MCO, we even have like the mud rolling, which is have to go under the water or roll into the mud and then crawl up. So that's why that is the things that you need to be prepared lah. Yeah.
So it sounds very physically enduring. It really tests your mental and physical as well.
At first, yes, if you don't have any expectation, if you really don't know what is Spartan Race and then you just go for the run, then definitely it will shock you. But if let's say you did some survey and then, I mean, you can just go for, online and search what is Spartan Race and then there's a lot of video you can see. So from there, you can actually prepare yourself for it. Yeah.
So you already spoke about your first race in Setiap Alam. You had to throw away all your clothes. Maybe you can speak about it, on the challenges further. What did you feel about your first Spartan race?
So to be honest, I think I can share something negative, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My first impression for Spartan Race back then to I think 2013 or 2014. The impression is Spartan Race is very jam. When I go there, I want to register also jam. Have to queue for 1 hour to register. After that, you have to queue for like another 1 or 2 hours to get a shuttle. They actually brought you from a place like a convention center and then they bring you to the race site, the starting line. So you have to wait for the shuttle bus. So it took me about 2 hours to queue for the bus. After that, when you reach to the obstacle site, when you start racing, all the obstacle jam because people like it's the first race in Malaysia that time, so a lot of people they don't expect what to do. So they go there, they want to climb the wall, so don't know how to climb. So you need to wait people to help each other to climb over whatever. That's why everything is jam. So that's my first impression. Yeah.
So now that you've done it multiple times and you are now the ambassador, so how did it change your outlook and fitness and life in general?
Okay, so for me, Spartan Race is actually not just a race, a sport, macam like one-off. Actually, Spartan Race is something that, is a lifestyle. Like I mentioned just now, when you do the race, not just not running macam marathon, you want to run, you just focus on every day I run. Then during the race time, I just go run, then I finish. But for Spartan, it requires your upper body strength, lower body strength, your muscle endurance, and also your cardiovascular endurance as well. So that's why it will help you. It will actually make you to push yourself like one week of the schedule. You need to keep practice yourself. Like you have to have some certain amount of training for running, certain training for your strength training, and certain training for your cardiovascular training. That's why you have to like, it's a hybrid fitness game. So nowadays, a lot of people, they are actually high up with all this indoor fitness game, whatever, right? So actually Spartan is quite in the market for quite some time. Just that I think a lot of people, first is they don't like outdoor, they don't like running, and also they don't like to be dirty. That's why people not really into Spartan game. That's why for me, Spartan is not just a game, but it's a lifestyle. It will help to make you become a better person because it requires like discipline and also commitment for you if you want to put yourself into the game.
Yeah. So maybe you can also speak about the mental aspect of Spartan racing as well, because you said that you have to roll into the mud, and there's also a sense of teamwork to help people over the walls and all that. So maybe it's not just a fitness physical game, but also a mental game as well, is it?
Yeah. So actually Spartan race, if let's say you are first time want to explore into the game, right? You can just ajak lah satu kampung, like a group of friends to go with you, because like I mentioned, actually Spartan race, there's few category. They have the elite category, which is for those elite athlete to racing each other. Second is a age group category, which is like you still compete but it's within your age group. So you are not like elite, macam very pro, whatever. So you can join the age group to test yourself. And then the third one is an open category, which is the category that you are allowed to do with your friend, and then you can help each other on the obstacle. Example, macam you nak climb a 7-feet wall, 8-feet wall is quite high. So for some of the people, they cannot jump and reach, right? So you can get your friend to help you, to pull you up or whatever, so that you can have a better experience to enjoy the run. Yeah. So aside that, do some study also. Normally the organizer, like 1 week before the race, they will release the race guide, which is to tell you where is the registration, what time is the slot, whatever, everything. So you just have to make sure that you check, and then you just study, especially you study the running course, because they will mark like the whole map. They will share with you like 21 kilometer or 10 kilometer, and then where is the obstacle placements. So you can already prepare yourself, like, okay, after this crawling, I got to run a little bit, then I will pass by this obstacle, that obstacle. At least you have some preparation and expectation which is coming up, so that you won't be nervous during the time. Yeah.
So you said earlier that there was a lot of people at the registration, and to get to the obstacle course took like 2 hours. So that means that is it like correct to say that Spartan race is quite popular, even though maybe it's not really the mainstream?
I can say that it's still one of the popular games that in Malaysia. Like I mentioned last time, I think because of the registration place and the start line is jauh. Kalau if you want to walk or run, it's like about 10-20 minutes, like about 2 to 3 kilometers away. That's why now the organizer, since after that, I think they changed the organizer, whatever. So now whenever there's a race, it's like, that's the race site. When you register, you can see the start line is just next to each other. So you won't encounter the shuttle waiting or whatever.
So the popularity, do you see the popularity growing since then?
To be honest, I can say yes, it's growing, but the growing is not that much like last time already. Yeah.
So let's talk about your preparations for to get in to prepare for a Spartan race. You, of course, there's physical preparation, but also how about the mental preparation also?
So for me, okay, I'm a seasoned Spartan racer, so I went to overseas to join the races as well. So how I prepare, like I mentioned just now, I always will study the map, which is like 1 week before or maybe 3 days before the race, when the organizer release the race course. So I will study the map to read and to prepare what to expect. Example like after I run how many kilometers, what is the obstacle? Because in Spartan Race, as I race, there's some penalty for the racers. Example that if you fail one of the obstacle, there's some penalty that you need to do. So for now, the case is you have to do 30 burpees. So for me, sometimes I did plan purposely to, fail the obstacle so that I can do the penalty because I want to reserve the energy or what. That's why I want to see how they place the obstacle.
Strategy, there's some strategy also. Like
yes.
that's a strategy.
If I can, it depends on my condition. If let's say I feel ace on that day, like I feel okay, everything is good, I will try my best to go for a clean race. But if let's say it wasn't my day or whatever, then I will see like which obstacle I can actually, just purposely, not like purposely, just try, and then if I fail it, then at least I already prepare myself. Okay, that's the 30 burpees I got to do. Yeah, so that's my first preparation for my thoughts. And then the second is 1 week or 2 weeks before, I will start to like, simulate the race, which is I will go for trail run or road run, whatever. And then in between, I will plus a little bit of like burpees workout. So this is for those, beginner, whatever. So if you don't have to worry about you can't do the obstacle. If you have friends to help you, definitely they are allowed to help. If you don't have friends to help you during the course, you can get someone is there, a stranger, whatever, you can just ask them to help. I think people, it's a community at the end. So people are willing to help each other. So if let's say really no one to help you, what you got to do is just do a 30 burpees. And for open category, we are very kind because you are allowed to share the burpees. So let's say 5 of you cannot do the obstacle, then 5 of you share the 30 burpees. So each of you do about 6 reps, 5 reps. Yeah, so for me, when you run, then you also do some burpees in between the run. Like you do 1 km run and then you put in a 30 burpees or whatever, and then another 1 km, 30 burpees, whatever. So to keep your body like, I can run at the same time, I can do burpees or I can do some body weight training, whatever in between, so that your body is well prepared for that.
So basically, during your preparations, you're not only preparing for the obstacle, you are also preparing if you fail the obstacle, and also to put in the penalties in there as well.
Yes, you have to expect accident happen, right?
Yeah. Okay. So so for something that's so physically demanding, for you, what was the moment that you feel like this is for me, this is my sport,
For me, how to say, this is a very imagination question. Okay. When I started I'm actually a personal trainer and also a group fitness instructor. So when I started my journey as a member under one of the commercial gym, what I did was I just start to run. Then after running, do some weight training. Then I feel like, actually, because running is so-called, people have the mindset that I want to lose weight, I want to cut fat. That's why I just go for running, whatever. So I started to join all these marathon event, whatever. So you will have encountered that the mindset that if I run too much, I will lose my muscle. Then I cannot be big, like muscular. Then how? So for me, that's why when my friend introduced me Spartan Race, like obstacle run, so I went into that. Then I'm like, actually, it's something that I can look into that to improve myself, which means not just running. In between, I have to do some strength training to improve on my upper body. And then also, it's a trail run. That's why you have to train on your lower body because you have to hike whatever things and that. So that's why you have to really train much on your lower body. So you are running at the same time, you're also doing strength training. You have to, because you want to make your body and make your physical level is ready. That's why for me, I started to put more effort into that. After 2 years, I joined the first Spartan Race. So from there, I started to study more. Then I started my own training, whatever. That's why it makes me become a habit that in my 1 week of schedule, I not just focus on running, teaching classes, whatever. I also do some strength training, whatever, just to improve my strength level and also my muscle endurance. That's why I mentioned just now, Spartan not just a sport, like, one-off, but it's a lifestyle and a game changer for me, and it make who am I today.
So basically, the overall factor is not just running, but the added factor of strength training also. That's what appeals to you, lah.
Yeah, and also of course I met a lot of friends here during the Spartan race because I've been travel across some country like Thailand, Indonesia, Taiwan, Hong Kong. So I met a lot of people from there. So it's like a community. So whenever we travel, sometimes I might travel alone from Malaysia to overseas for a race, but when I reach there, I see all the familiar faces. That is also part of the reason that make me want to continue playing the games. Yeah.
So we also seen the growth as the Spartan race in Malaysia. Also, it's growing rapidly. Also, but why do you feel that it resonates with Malaysians? Why do you feel like Malaysians like it so much?
Malaysian like it so much is because it started with a trend. And then after that, people start to because especially after MCO, during MCO, everywhere so you cannot go.
Yeah.
You cannot go to the gym, this and that you cannot do. So the only exercise that you are allowed to do is outdoor sport, which is you can start to see people start to go hiking, people start to go running, this, that. That's why from there, people pick up the game. And then after that, people were Spartan. Okay, then people start to experience it. And then they just enjoy. And especially nowadays, a lot of I believe you heard that term before, hybrid sports. Yeah, it's one of the trendy. So a lot of people, they really like, especially it's the indoor hybrid game, whatever, so that it become more popular in Malaysia. But for me, I still prefer an outdoor game because we have to go out, to enjoy the sun, enjoy the nature, whatever. So that's why Spartan is still have a very strong position that being accepted by Malaysian. Because we are a country, all our 4 season is summer, right? So we are used to the weather, whatever. That's why we are okay to, just enjoy the nature and run. Yeah.
It happens outdoors as well. So if you're like a nature person too, like the course is also very in nature settings as well.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you travel, you see familiar faces and for the Spartan races, but you also encounter a lot of people. So I'm curious if you witness any inspiring stories from fellow Malaysians at Spartan race that really hit a note with you.
There's a Spartan racer in Malaysia. I think if you've been joining Spartan race many years already, you've been know the name, which is Saddam. He is one of our very top athlete under Spartan Race Malaysia. So he been represent Malaysia to go for the elite. Just now I mentioned there's few category, right? He's been one of the racer which is race under elite category, and you can always see he hit the podium spot, top 3. Either is at Southeast Asia series or Asia Pacific series, whatever, you can actually see him there. So he's the one that makes me feel that I can even go more, because actually when I start joining Spartan, I'm like, okay, who is this Saddam? Then after that, few time race already, then I saw him and then I talked to him. So from there also he got ajak me you know what, just training together, whatever. I went to the training once with him and then I forever never go with him. That's too crazy already. Okay, that's another level. That's why for me it's just that it's someone that inspired me, because I know that he also putting effort and working hard to train every day.
So he pushes you.
Yeah, so from there it's I know that and during the races sometimes he also advise me, hey, you can be faster, this, that. So he give me some tips. That's why I start to look more serious and pay more attention on my training to improve myself. That's why if you ask me any Malaysian racer under Spartan race that inspired me, I can say is Saddam. Yeah.
So I believe there's a race coming up soon. So, can you speak about the race, where the location, when is it going to happen, and so what makes it exciting for you this year?
Okay. So, the upcoming Spartan race in Malaysia is in Gamuda, which is actually nearby the Flash Mania. Nearby Sepang there. So it's going to happen
in Gamuda Cove.
Gamuda Cove. So it's going to happen on next month, which is October 19th and 20th, the weekend. And like I mentioned just now, there's actually 3 different races, which is we have the Spartan Sprint, the Super, and the Beast. So some of the people, they love it. They will join all that 3 category in that just particular weekend. So if you manage to finish those 3 races in the weekend,
or you can take part in multiple races.
Yeah. Because if you take part all 3 races in that particular weekend, you can actually get a special, we call that a weekend trifecta medal, which means if you finish 3 different races in that weekend in the same event, you can entitled to get the special medal. Yeah, so if you want to collect some medal and you want to challenge yourself, which is, if you feel that running a 21 km is too easy, you can plus another 10. And then why not, since you already do that both, and then why not you just do extra 5K to go for recovery. So yep, it's at Gamudakov, and this is not the first year we have it there. I think this is the second time we do it there. And for beginners, definitely you can try that course, because even it's a trail run, but I believe the elevation is not crazy. Like bukan masuk bukit, like macam Bukit Kiara or whatever. The mountain is not that high. So it's definitely nice for you to try there. And then not just that, also we have like a kids race. So if you are under 12 years old, definitely we have like Spartan Kids race as well. And then also we have, if you like a teamwork workout, we have a Spartan Hurricane Heat, which is more like a group training. So we have a criteria to give you instruction. You have a task, and then within the 4 or 6 hours, you have to, like, as a team, you have to finish that task for you to entitle the finisher. Yep.
So you just said that the course is not the elevation, the course. So basically, is it somewhat beginner friendly, or maybe you can give some advice for the first timers? What can they expect when they step onto the trail at Gamudakov?
Okay, so actually Gamudakov, if I say easy, macam too fake, right? Okay, so actually if you want to run, if you actually happen to be in KL, you can try a similar course, which is somewhere dekat Taman Tugu, which is, I always train there. So you can run like a loop there, is about 5 kilometers. The elevation in Taman Tugu is more than Gamudakov. So if you can finish one loop about 5 kilometers there in the Taman Tugu, I'm sure that Gamudakov is nothing for you. And then another challenges that you might face is, if let's say the weather, macam these few days, our weather is unstable, right? Raining, whatever, then it will be very muddy. And that's the challenge that you might face it. Because if you want to run on a muddy road, then a lot of mud, whatever, then it will make your run become tougher. Yeah.
So let's talk about the conditions as well. How does that add to the challenges of the race?
Okay, so imagine if you want to do pernah buat kan monkey bar.
Yeah.
So if you do it in a dry condition, it's easy. But imagine the besi is wet. So you need to do the monkey bar. With your hand is wet, with the besi is wet. Is it easy?
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes weather play a lot of factor. And then like one of the obstacles is we need to carry a sandbag and walk for about 100 or 200 meters. So it depends on the race course design.
A wet sandbag could be heavier, right?
Yes, I experienced it in Singapore, which is the sandbag, I think it's about 30 kg.
30.
Without the water, it's 30 kg. But on that day, it was raining, so the sandbag I can't even carry. So I just decided to do burpee lah.
Because the condition can definitely add to the challenges lah.
Yes, that's why you have to expect also the weather. But I also see some people, they are so scared of mud. You know what I see when I got surprised when they run, they see they need to cross the water, a river or something, right? They go and remove their shoes, open their socks, and then cross the river and then pakai balik the shoes. I'm like,
wasting time.
Yeah, you're wasting time because the whole trail is going to be muddy. So please don't do that lah. Just enjoy. I mean, if you want, you can actually get a shoes that maybe you pakai sekali and then you nak buang, or maybe you just after that just wash it lah.
So If someone is listening, they are interested about taking part in the Spartan Race, but they are not sure about joining it. What one reason would you tell them so that they can go give it a try?
Oh, very simple. Just register the race.
Yeah.
And then go to the race on that day. Register yourself, get a bid, stand on the start line, and then you will know why you are there.
No.
Yeah, you never get ready. Like, I always also tell people I'm not ready. But what you need to do is just register, and then you drive to the location, and then you ready yourself to flag off. So after you flag off, you just enjoy. If let's say you can do it, then you just continue with that. If let's say you cannot do it, just walk and finish the course. Enjoy the nature, enjoy the obstacle. Meet people, make new friends. Yeah, it's still a very good sport.
There's no requirement where you have to run very, very fast or something. You can just go and we enjoy.
Yeah, like unless you are prepare yourself for the competition, you nak menang, you want to be podium or whatever, then you have to run fast. If let's say no, you just want to experience it, you can just go with a group of people. I even see in overseas like Thailand, I was impressed by the local there. They actually, a son bringing their mom, which is like about 20 years old, bringing a mom like 60 years old and to do a Spartan race together.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, but the son helped the moms a lot with doing the obstacle, whatever. Yeah, but it's a very good, it's quite impressed for me. I did ask my mom, but my mom is like, okay lah, never mind. It's okay, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit too challenging.
Yeah, so that's why for me it's like, if let's say your aim is to experience it, just go for it and then just enjoy. And Gamuda Cove is actually a location that, like we mentioned just now, is very beginner friendly. If you want to experience the worst or the more, then maybe you can go to overseas and check it out.
Thank you so much everyone for listening to Timesport On The Beat. I'm your host Faizal Salim, and today we have our guest Jayden Tian. So we hope you enjoy our session today. You can listen to the podcast on Audio Plus, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks again, and I hope you'll join us again next time. Thank you.